Good morning and welcome to our Sunday Dharma service. Today, let us begin our practice together by reading the essential dharmas of daily practice on our chanting book, page 11. Essential dharmas of daily practice. The mind is originally free from disturbance, but disturbances arise in response to sensory conditions. Let us restore the equanimity of our true nature by letting go of disturbances. The mind is originally free from delusion, but delusions arise in response to sensory conditions. Let us restore the wisdom of our true nature by letting go of delusions. The mind is originally free from wrongdoing, but wrongdoings arise in response to sensory conditions. Let us restore the precepts of our true nature by letting go of wrongdoings. Let us replace disbelief, greed, laziness, and ignorance with belief, zeal, questioning, and dedication. Let us turn resentment into gratitude. Let us turn dependency into self-reliance. Let us turn reluctance to learn into willingness to learn well. Let us turn reluctance to teach into willingness to teach well. Let us turn a self-serving mind into a mind that serves the good of all. The first part of our Sunday morning practice will be meditation. Then our good friend Shauna Hay, Won Sunha, will share her insights about how a practice in and of itself became her teacher. Now, let us prepare our bodies for meditation with some movements. So please stand up, stand behind your mat. Let's start with rotating our ankles. Make a little circle with your ankles. Gradually make the circle a little bigger with your knee rotations too. Your whole leg, stretching, rotation. Be gentle on your joints. Feel it's moving. If you feel any uneasiness, you can stop right there. Let's change our feet, starting from ankle. Your knees. And whole legs. Now let's rotate our waist. The other direction. Come up to our shoulders, one shoulder up and down, the other shoulder up and back. Twist your whole shoulders. It's a little tricky, but you can do as much as you can. In changing directions, the other one up and front, up and back. Good. Let's rotate our wrist. Make the circle a little bigger, your elbows. Breathe in and out naturally, nice and easy. And make the circle a little bigger, whole arms, shoulders. To the other direction. This time, our neck. Move head front and back. And left and right. When you stretch, it feels easier with your out breath when you stretch. Make circle with your head. Rotate. This time you're going to make the circle from our toes to head. So make circle and bring it up to your waist and your upper body and your whole body to the other direction. Feel like when we do Tai Chi, the energy comes from the earth to your feet and to your body. So like the little circle from the bottom. Bottom to up. And you can also do some waves. This is what Venerable Juksa님 at the headquarters let us know. This is his secret. Do this every morning before morning meditation, then you'll make your body ease in so easy. We can do waves from arms to arm with your friends, okay? Simple, easy, but it makes your joints get easy, loosen your body. So let's this time shake off our whole body, bouncing knees. Breathe out through our mouth. With our out breath, let go of all the tension, stress. Ten more seconds, freestyle. It's back to standing. Feel your feet grounded. Settle our breath, our mind, and energy. Slowly breathe in, clasp your hands. Breathe in deep, hands over your head. Breathe out, stretch up in the sky. Stretch tall, taller, and release. Breathe in. This time push to the side. Feel the resistance. Hold it, and release. Breathe in, Hands back of your head. Breathe out, stretch. Stretch taller. A little more. Taller and release. Breathe in to your side. And release. Let's breathe in, arms to the side and up, palms together in the sky. Bring it down towards your heart center. Now let us offer 4 bows, either standing or full bows. You can use your cushion as your knee padding.
With gratitude, I bow to the grace of heaven and earth, honoring the marvelous gift of nature and the universe. With gratitude, I bow to the grace of parents, ancestors, and everyone who has given me life and nurtured me. With gratitude, I bow to the grace of fellow beings, recognizing the truth of interconnectedness. With gratitude, I bow to the grace of laws, which guides us, protects us, and promotes justice.
Cross body, right? Okay, right. How old you were when you came to the temple? Yeah, I think you're 5. I remember you being here 5. Now, how old are you now? 11, almost 12. So you've been meditating for 7 years. Wow, it's just delightful to see how meditation supports their growing journey, and that brings great delight to our temple community. And we have Bodhicrest's mom Jen sitting here together. So this morning, let's bring all this beautiful cycle and circle of family and community to our meditation practice. That is a beautiful song from Plum Village, Thich Nhat Hanh. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. I am blooming as a flower. I am fresh as the dew. I am solid as a mountain. I am firm as the earth. In this breathing, I am free. Together, let us breathe in, breathe out. Through this breathing, feel your sitting, comfortable sitting. Let your spine relaxed. If possible, loosen up a little bit, sitting upright. Loosen any stiffness with your breathing in and breathing out. Allow your shoulders to relax. Not only one time, from time to time, notice anything you are holding up on your shoulders. Relax. That does not mean shrink your heart and chest. Opening up your heart and chest and relax your shoulders. You may place your hands gently on your lap. Take a deep breath in, breathing in, breathing out. Let your whole body know you are here. Breathing in, breathing out. With each in-breath, I contain the sunlight, the grace of nature. When I breathe out, I'm blooming, unfolding. With each out-breath, I open gently. My heart opens like petals, soft and welcoming. Breathing in, breathing out. I am fresh as the morning dew, cool and alive, cool and clear spirit. As I breathe out, I let go of yesterday. I let go of any worries and anxieties. This breath is my new beginning. I am fresh like morning dew. I am refreshed each time with a new breath. In this sitting meditation, we feel our pelvic floor, legs touching the chair surface or meditation mat. We can feel the grounding energy. I am solid as a mountain. My lower abdomen tanjong and sitting pelvic floor connecting with the earth. I am the earth. I am solid like grand mountain. Breathe in, breathe out. Whenever thoughts arise, come back to this wonderful sensation that I remain rooted, calm, unmoved. I feel the support of the ground. I am the earth. Breathe in, breathe out. With each out-breath, I am here and I am free. I am releasing any thoughts, any worries, any planning minds. I am free. Yongju prayer chant. Page 4. Sanji
아심정 만사요에 아심정 천지여와 동일체 아여 천지 동심정 천지연기야 심정 만사여야 심정 천지여와 동일체 아여 천지 동심정 천지연기야 심정 만사여야 심정 천지여와 동일체 아여 천지 동심정 천지연기야 심정 만사여야 심정 천지여와 동일체 아여 천지 동심정 천지연기야 심정 만사여야 심정 천지여와 동일체 아여 천지 동심정 천지연기야 심정 만사여야 심정 천지여와 동일체 아여 천지 동심정 천지연기야 심정 만사여야 심정 천지여와 동일체 아여 천지 동심정 천지연기야 심정 만사여야 심정 천지여와 동일체 아여 천지 동심정.
Prayer for world peace.
Grace of heaven and earth,
Grace
grace of parents, grace of fellow beings,
grace of laws. O Dharmakaya Buddha, fourfold grace. May we take refuge in Dharma and be filled with compassion and wisdom. May we transform delusion into wisdom, greed into generosity, resentment into gratitude, discord into harmony, and hatred into compassion. May all nations grow and benefit mutually. May the strong help the weak, and may the weak learn and evolve according to Dharma. May all those who have died from world conflicts and disasters be delivered through all obstacles and be at rest. May there be peace throughout the world, and may all beings enjoy tranquility and happiness, living in their original true nature. This we pray with our whole hearts.
One Amida, One Amida, Kanjari, Kanjari, One Amida, Besongkir Darun Kot, Nebakir Mamu는 곳, 내 음성 가르치는 곳, 내 마음 향하는 곳마다 우리 모두 다 함께, 우리 모두 다 함께 성끝에 중이하리 되어지다. I wish and pray sincerely and truly, where my hands touch the world, where my feet walk on the earth, where my voice echoes through the hills, and in all realms where my heart and mind reach, that we all together share a true affinity for attaining great enlightenment and for helping all living beings.
Sutra chanting Ilwansang vow in English. Page 9. Ilwansang vow. Ilwan is the realm of samadhi beyond words and speech, the gateway of birth and death, transcending being and non-being, the origin of heaven and earth, parents, fellow beings, and laws, the true nature of all Buddhas, enlightened masters, unenlightened people, and sentient beings. Ilwan manifests both permanence and impermanence, viewed as permanence. Ilwan unfolds into an infinite world that is ever abiding, spontaneous, just as it is, viewed as impermanence. Ilwan unfolds into infinite worlds through the cycle of formation, duration, decay, and extinction of the universe, and the birth, aging, illness, and death of all beings. According to how we use our minds and bodies in the four forms of birth, we transform through the 6 realms of existence, progressing or regressing, with grace arising from harm or harm from grace. There
practice wholeheartedly, modeling ourselves after Ilwan Sang, the Dharmakaya Buddha, by cultivating our minds and bodies deeply, knowing human affairs and universal principles thoroughly, and using our minds and bodies skillfully, thus progressing rather than regressing, and receiving grace rather than harm, until we attain the great empowerment of Ilwan and become one with the nature of Ilwan.
This morning, our good temple friend, Shauna Hay, Won Ha, is going to share her Dharma talk, Standing on Your Head. Let the practice do the teaching. With our deep listening minds, let us warmly welcome Shauna.
Good morning. My name is Shauna. My Dharma name is Won Ha, and the title of this talk is Standing on Your Head. Let the practice do the teaching. Around a decade ago, I started dabbling in meditation. At the time, I was working kind of a stressful environment and looking for a way to decompress. It was all the rage. Everyone was talking about meditation as a stress relief, so I said, thought I'd give it a try. I would open an app on my phone, sit still for a few minutes, close the app, move on with the day. I didn't reflect on the experience, and honestly, I probably didn't value it that much. Surprisingly, I realized my practice wasn't working. I wasn't any less stressed, and I began to wonder if I was doing it wrong. I was trying to force calm into my life, overanalyzing, reading about meditation, studying mindfulness, rather than actually sitting and practicing. That's when I discovered Won Buddhism. Probably like many of you, Google led me here. I did a search, meditation near me, and when I finally found this place, my life turned upside down. Today, meditation is truly a practice for me. And what I've learned is that the practice itself does the teaching. Each day it offers new lessons. With the guidance of my teachers and the wisdom of the Dharma, I now see that the insight doesn't come from just the theory alone. It emerges through practice. It teaches by experience, and my only job is to keep practicing, to keep paying attention. Recently, I wanted to try something new, and I decided I wanted to learn how to do a handstand. I know what you're thinking. You, a handstand, and why? By nature, I'm practical. I like the status quo. I like keeping my feet on the ground. I'm grounded, literally and figuratively. So the idea of flipping upside down was out of my comfort zone. And yet, even with this desire to kind of shake things up in my yoga practice, fear crept in. My mind told me stories. I'm too old. I'm not strong enough. I can't do it. I compared myself to others who could and felt the sting of failure before I had even tried. I was afraid to fall flat on my face. So for a long time, I thought about what it would mean to go upside down. I was intellectualizing it again, the same way I did with my meditation. And I started thinking, well, how can I get there? There's headstands, there's handstands, there's forearm balances, and they all required patience, presence, and resilience, qualities that I also want in my life. Around the same time, our Thursday Dharma study group completed a 14-month review of Chapter 3, Practice, in the Scriptures of the Founding Master. We read, discussed, reflected on 63 verses. Some verses spoke to me right away, and others didn't reveal their meaning until later. So time and experience often would send me back to reread a passage. And practice is the perfect title for that chapter. You know, practice to perform something and to approve. We all come here to practice mindfulness. Or practice just repeated action, a morning practice of meditation. So this chapter truly is a guide to how to practice your practice. So getting back to my handstand dreams, I kept returning to verse 50 in chapter 3. In the Red Book, it says, "Practitioners of the way, who avoid all sensory conditions and discipline their mind only in quiet places, are like a person trying to catch fish who stays away from water. What effect will it have? If we are to cultivate the true way, we must learn to discipline our minds among thousands of sensory conditions." I realized I was like that fisherman standing on the bank, wishing, not doing. I had previously done this with my meditation practice, and I was falling into the same routine again, trying to do a handstand. So in May, I resolved to put patience, presence, and resilience into practice. Master Chongsan once said, "Make your resolution extraordinary, but your conduct ordinary." And that's what I set out to do. As I resolved to go upside down, I knew it would take practice, real steady practice. Just like meditation, I remember when sitting still for 1 minute felt impossible. But now I can sit for much longer. Is it always peaceful and free of thought? Not all the time, but I continue to practice. So I started to go upside down, and eventually I realized my clumsy little hops weren't going to get me there. I needed guidance. And verse 57 of chapter 3 reminded me, just as patients with a physical illness must comply with all of their doctor's instructions, you too absolutely must comply with the teachings of your mentor. For my meditation practice, there's a whole sangha filled with teachers, and I rely on Reverend Won Gong and Reverend Sean to help me move forward and progress in my spiritual path. So I found a yoga handstand teacher to give me tough drills to build strength and stability. It wasn't easy. But during this rigorous time, I went back to verse 5 that also spoke to me and said, no matter what you may be doing, whether you are wholly devoted to it or not, depends on how well you understand its connection to yourself. And further in the passage, if one does not understand these connections, one will have no patience when practicing. One will feel unfounded dissatisfaction towards one's teachers and colleagues and will feel like one is practicing and working for someone else. You must all review with a critical spirit whether you have awakened to what connections your practice has in yourself. I was all in. I saw daily progress. And yes, I fell on my face more than once. And it wasn't nearly as bad as I had imagined. Today I can do a headstand and a handstand and a forearm balance. They are not perfect. They will never be Instagram worthy. But that was not the point. The point was just getting into the practice, just like I do every day with meditation, every day I do with handstands. So while building up to these advanced poses, I filmed myself to make changes. It was especially powerful as I let the practice do the teaching. I was able to watch my form change and seeing progress I never thought possible. It was kind of like starting meditation. In the beginning, 1 minute, lifetime. Over time, you build endurance, that presence, that patience, that resilience. And I bet if I filmed myself when I first started, there would be so much improvement between then and now. And that's not even witnessing the internal changes. This intense time of body practice made me reconsider how I track practice in my meditation in progress. Let the practice do the teaching means the real lessons of mindfulness don't come from thinking about it, but from experiencing it directly. You don't need to force insight or judge each session like I did the handstand practice. Simply showing up, the practice itself shapes your awareness. Over time, it teaches patience, presence, and resilience as the transformation happens in the doing, not just reading or talking about it. I'll leave you with a quote by Aaron Hansen that I read daily during this time of my morning practice, and I still keep it as part of sort of like going back to. There is freedom waiting for you on the breezes of the sky, and you ask, what if I fall? Oh, but my darling, what if you fly? Thank you.
Thank you, Shauna, for that amazing, inspiring talk. I know that me among us all, we are thinking, what project can we start? This is going to be awesome. And when I found out Shauna was talking today, I'm like, whatever she said, it's going to be practical, because this girl is practical and she's logical. And thank you for showing us the way. So now let us reflect briefly on our own about Shauna's talk. And now, friends at home, you are invited to share your thoughts in the live chat. We honor very much your thoughts and feelings about our talk today, or you can continue to quietly reflect. Friends in the Dharma Hall, you can gather in little groups and discuss your takeaways from Shauna's inspiring talk today.
Thank you for your enthusiastic conversation. It's a lovely day, isn't it? Tomorrow is fall equinox. Wow, what a nice day. I feel you are very special, especially today, because when weather is so nice, it just beckons you, come on, hang out with me. The nature is another Dharma hall, it's beautiful. But also coming to temple like the Sunday morning is a wonderful way to take a lot of spiritual nutrition and food. And I hope you will have some time to walk outside today and tomorrow in this perfect balance between yin and yang for this fall equinox. We have about, I think, a couple of friends new today. Huxley, Aaron, Tintu. Are you here first time? Big. Oh, well, welcome. Welcoming applause. Thank you. We have some announcements.
Thank you all for practicing with us this morning, in person and through live streaming. We have 2 exciting events coming in October. On Saturday, October 18th, we have the Autumn Open House, which is a great opportunity to invite your friends or loved ones to get familiar with the temple and the programs here. On Sunday, October 26th, we're having our 20th anniversary celebration here at the Chapel Hill Temple. We're busy getting ready, and we could use a few extra hands. As always, if you'd like to volunteer, please contact our reverends.
To beautify our gardens for these 2 special events, we are having a garden beautification party on the 1st and 2nd Saturday afternoons in October from 3 to 6 p.m. We will be weeding, leaf blowing, and trimming. The more hands, the merrier. Please let our reverends know if you can help or just drop by. Thank you in advance.
For those familiar with Won Buddhism basics, you're welcome to join our intermediate level class, Won Buddhism 201, A Closer Look, next Saturday, September 27th from 3 to 5 p.m. During this in-person class, we'll explore the meaning of Dharma, how karma shapes our lives, and practical ways to live the threefold practice, and experiencing timeless meditation.
Thursday Dharma Study. Our study groups are now exploring Chapter 7, The Principle of the Nature. These are really short, profound passages, and this week we'll be doing number 4. I'll read it for you now. The founding master said, "The great way is perfectly interfused, hence being and non-being are non-dual. Universal principles and human affairs are non-dual. Birth and death are non-dual, and action and rest are non-dual. There is nothing that is not subsumed in this gate of non-duality." Our sessions are at 10 a.m. in person at the Chapel Hill Temple residence or on 7 p.m. via Zoom. All are welcome.
And today, we have a benefit concert at the Raleigh Temple at 2 p.m. On this lovely autumn equinox afternoon, they're hosting this concert for a special cause, raising a much-needed new roof for the Raleigh Temple. The program highlights include traditional Korean dance, a cappella songs and harmony, Korean drumming with K-pop, and Arirang songs by our Kyungwonims, Native American flute, hand drums, and more. Please bring your friends for the beautiful music, good company, and a meaningful cause. And after the concert, you're also warmly welcomed
to join Raleigh Temple's community meditation at 4 p.m.
Let us all go to page 2. Namu Amitabha. The meaning of this classical Buddhist chant is, together, let's read. May I take refuge in the infinite light of my true nature. May I take refuge in the infinite light of my true nature. Feel free to join. Namu Amitabha. Namu Amitabha. Namu Amitabha. Namu Amitabha. Namu From our true nature within, breathe in, let us bow to our true selves. Let us bow to our friends next to us. Before we close, I want to introduce briefly Kitty, who's been traveling all the way from Florida. So let me. It's a great honor that Kitty traveled far, far to visit us.
I'll try to be brief, even though it's so wonderful to be here immersed in this spiritual energy. Very often on Sundays when they pan back and I see you from the back, it's very emotional and it's wonderful to be here. I did come for the elder retreat, and I'm very sorry for you young people. Except these two old souls that are back here, because it was wonderful. It was so much wisdom, so much education, so much love. And then Tuesday morning to be able to see those people that I've been looking at for a long time. Thank you all for what you do. And thank you.
Thank you, Kitty.
Yes, well, I love you all.
May you have a safe travel back home and stay connected with us online, right?
Absolutely.
Thank you. Everybody, raise your hands and wave to our friends who joined us online. See you next week. It's a beautiful day. Thank you all. Anyone first time here, please?